Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
You pitched this idea to me. I have never paid attention to this, but
So this was on Twitter, X, whatever the hell. There's a guy by the name of Wario64, and
okay.
what he tweets out, no one really knows who he is, but it is a person, and he tweets out whenever there is some form of sale that involves gaming or PC related items.
Okay.
Okay. I no longer have a Twitter or X. I have migrated to Blue Sky and will
Why?
stay on there. Yeah, I wonder why. However, Wario64 has also migrated to Blue Sky. And he tweeted out about the Hallmark Christmas ornaments catalog being dropped because in recent years they've done a few video game related ones, especially with the little consoles. They've done a mini NES for your tree that plays like the Super Mario theme. They've done a Super Nintendo one that plays the Super Mario World theme. There's been a Sega Genesis one that I think had some like Sonic sounds come out of it. But also they do the different character ones like Mario in a cat suit. And here's some Minecraft stuff and everything else. So this popped up on my radar the other day. I read into it as these are the drops for this year, and that's how I was kind of looking at the catalog as well. If anybody's listening to us and is like, well, actually, this is the preview for the first half of drops, you can let us know. Like, this just came across my radar, and I thought it would be a great idea to look at some of the ornaments that are available that I usually can't afford. Like the coolest ornaments on this list are usually ones that I'm like, God, it'd be really cool if someone else bought that for me.
All right. So I'm gonna turn this into a little bit of a game then, Dylan.
Okay. No, what's the price?
All right, so I'm keeping track of this.
But how are you gonna be able to block out the prices on the catalog?
No. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna challenge each other here. Both you and I have 1,000 imaginary dollars to spend.
I love it.
And here's the other conceit to this. Yeah. We're going to pretend that there's only one of every ornament available. So neither one of us can get the same ornaments.
Oh, that's sick. I love it.
All right. So let's look at this dream book.
Your brain is amazing.
What
does that say? What does the keepsake ornament event say? Ornament premiere.
It says the ornament premiere is July 12th to the 20th. And then the ornament debut is October 11th to the 19th.
So what is this catalog we're looking at?
This is the dream book, it says.
So, okay. So I wonder if this is ornaments from years past, maybe. Like from last year. Because according to that little box up there, it says that we shouldn't have the ornaments for this year yet. So again, if somebody can explain that to us, if you have a little more information, please do so. But other than that, I still really enjoy this game that we're about to play.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
All right.
This is still just like table contents. Yeah. And I'll keep track of it. But here we go. We got our first Santa sidekicks here. We got some sledding sidekicks. They're very cute.
These are the ones I could usually like afford. I got a couple.
Yes. And because of that, they're also the ones that I'm least interested in getting.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I will say that these are insanely more expensive than I feel like they used to be. Like, are you paying $20 for that little dasher? $20. What's that
fucking
little
insane? I'm trying to
ball in the tuxedo.
I wish I could zoom in more.
I turned our screen into I turned our recording into full screen.
That makes sense. Oh yeah, no, these are okay. So I'm seeing available in July, available in October. So these are
okay. So these are the ones that are coming. That's cool.
Yes.
Cool. Maybe we found a loophole. These are Christmas 365 exclusives that you're not supposed to be able to see until July. Maybe, I don't know.
But some of these. Fine. All right. So
yeah, I think my favorite out of these is the most clever one that's in the bottom right hand corner, which is Season's Treatings, different types of foods. But I think it's a charcuterie board. Oh my God, that's Rudolph as a cheese. That's Rudolph as a cheese ball though, with pretzel ears.
Are you gonna go for it? Are you gonna?
I don't know, man.
Are you going to spend
That's a lot of
$17?
money. Can we go back? Like, is that a rule? Do you have to buy
I
it
think
when
we
we
can
see
flip
it?
back. I think we can flip
Okay.
back if we need to.
All right. I'm gonna put seasons treatings in a maybe pile.
Okay. Let's move on
Right.
to the next. We're still in the just kind of generic ones here. So we have like a cup of cozy, sweet decade. It's a snowman with a 2025. No one wants to think of 2025 in a
True.
positive way. No one's buying that.
It's true.
Again, though, these are nice. I mean, the Toy Maker Santa is pretty interesting, but
Yeah.
again, not these are not the ones that I'm dropping
I
bills
again
on.
have some ornaments like these, but they were probably bought at a store that wasn't charging me $20 for
Yeah.
them.
I'm also seeing that so many of these are like $20 so far. Should we cut it from 1,000 to 500? I feel like 1,000's too much of a blank check.
So
Or do you know
as
that it's
somebody who
going to
has
get
seen these
pricier?
before, I know that they get a little pricier with the like the bigger ones, like
Okay.
the haunted mansion ornaments and shit like that.
Okay. Well, then we'll keep it at 1,000.
Now we can roll it back as we go.
Okay.
Like if I
We'll
want to
say
reserve
1,000,
that.
but you're still limited to 10. How does
Okay,
that work?
I
Yeah.
like that. $1,000 or 10 ornaments.
Yeah.
Whichever you
Okay.
get to first.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the next page, though. Okay, these are getting a little bit cuter. I won't lie. That long-haired Dashkin. I mean, again, I'm not dropping. I only got 10 slots and $1,000.
Well, that's
and
the
I'm not
thing. Now the
dropping shit
game's
on.
kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Because with $1,000, I could buy a lot of those mischievous kittens.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna make a mental note about
10
the
of those mischievous kittens.
All right, let's keep flipping. Okay.
That's a
We're
dope
starting to-
pizzeria.
Yeah, I'm not against some of these. So this is like still in the $20 range. These are ones that I would happily have on my tree.
Yeah.
Um,
These are the ones that like don't make noise.
yeah. Well, then I'm even less interested. In here, jolly old elf. Let's see, we got sweet snow girl.
Absolutely love Santa with a Christmas tree. That's basically a coffee mug, the jolly old elf one. I love it.
Enough to make that your first one?
No. I love that you and I know what's like coming, so we're not doing like the traditional ones.
You know more than me. I have not looked ahead. I might be fumbling,
I don't mean
I know that there's going to be some geeky shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's see. I feel like we're near this. I am almost tempted.
Which one?
The Holly Jolly Santa. That's the old school mask.
That shit is cool.
That's really cool. The Merry Kiss Moose. That's the two mooses kissing under the mistletoe.
I love the little keepsake village.
Yeah, these are cute.
But the keepsake village, $70. So just that's kind of
the up on the housetop table decoration, which is 150.
Yeah, that doesn't count. It's gonna fit on the tree.
Yeah. All right. Let's
are you not pulling the trigger on that?
Not pulling the trigger on it, but that in real life I might go to the Hallmark and buy that because that is a cute ass.
I get that.
Ooh, little snowman wanting you to pull his finger.
Oh, that's super cute.
Oh man, pull the snowman's
doggy.
hand and hear a funny sound effect.
I wonder what that sound effect is.
And there's this holiday style sweater. It says it lights up and plays Carol the Bells.
I love how you're avoiding talking about the stripping reindeer.
Stripping honestly, this North Pole dancer one, $22. If I'm down to 9 things, I might. I'm surprised you're not aiming at this festive feline.
I do love the festive feline. The problem with the festive feline is it reminds me too much of Grumpy Cat, which
it looks exactly like Grumpy Cat
everywhere at that one point. I think you should pull the trigger on that North Pole dancer.
I hear dancers stage show. I'm very tempted. I'm not going to, but I'm tempted.
Okay. I was tempted on the chestnuts roasting if it didn't talk to one another. So.
All right, here we go. Now we've entered into some pop culture stuff.
Yes.
I am not gonna pull the trigger on any of these, but I love that we're getting the elf stuff. I love that we're getting Heat Miser. The cousin. I love that it's called the cousin. Like they legally couldn't call it
Could not
Cousin Eddie.
use Cousin Eddie. I'm going to pull the trigger on Jovi.
That's kind of cool that Jovi got
That's
her own
that's
ornament.
why I'm doing it. It's not like that's something you get a lot of. So I'm gonna pull the trigger on Jovi if they weren't $32 a piece. Because I'm also thinking realistically, like I wouldn't do this in real life. I'm basically like, would I do this? Like if I had the money, would I buy this? But for $32 a piece, I think I would talk myself out of doing both of them. So I'm gonna go with Jovi.
All right, so you still got about $967
Yeah.
and 9 slots to work with. I'm good with these, but
Okay.
let's see. Okay, now we're back to the
We're going backwards.
I won't lie, if I was someone who had a child on the way, this
Yeah.
like ultrasound ornament is adorable.
That is
I love
adorable.
the sentiment of the love wins heart with the rainbow inside of it, and it's got the trans colors down there too.
Yep.
Man, people are gonna be and that one's available right now, folks. You can
Support it.
It's wood and paper. That's cool. That's like a cool throwback. Not gonna get one of my slots or my money, but that is cool.
No. Might get my money in real life. Like I would toss some money at that.
Oh yeah, and it's only like $19 for sure.
Yep.
All right, let's see. All right, we're back into the cutesy stuff.
I'm a sucker for like hot chocolate mugs and shit. I'm not spending my money on that.
Yeah, not your fictional money on that, but these are cute.
No.
These are cute ones. We've got they're gingerbread cookies inside of hot chocolate with like the foam by them. There's a lot of cute stuff here. And we're still kind of in the cutesy stuff here. None of these.
Nope, we're in the Jesus stuff. Top left corner. Faith and inspiration.
Oh, that's why. Okay, well, let's
Don't
just
miss
slide right past that.
32. I mean, you don't have to slide past it. It's okay.
No, we're good. I do. Okay, so we're still like these are like life moment episode ornaments. So we've got like a camper light one. There's a chess game one. Looks like there's a seasons tiki ings. It's a snowman tiki cup ornament, that's a real stretch on that one. But
I kind of like it.
The one that I think is fucking adorable is a new home, and it's a house shaped like a key ornament. Yep. Great for a new, like, beautiful. Love it. Love
for like
it,
a new
it.
family and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. All right. Hobbies and interests. All right, so we got a snowman playing some golf here. I see a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I do see a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I see a Jalen Hurts. I see a lot of sports guys that I don't really know.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I would pull the trigger if it was like one of my teams, or I'm not pulling the trigger on Stone Cold.
Yeah, I mean, what wrestler would you buy an ornament of? Let's start.
Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Will
Ospreay. On the next page.
Hold on. What's a WWE guy would buy a thing from? Because that would be more likely.
Bray Wyatt. They had a Bray Wyatt tribute one.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool.
Now, I don't think we care about trains and cars, but here they are.
I will say that
the John Deere tractor?
Table one looks really dope. The one in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah.
The actual like table, because I love like train sets themselves are cool.
I love that I had the time, space, and energy to build like a full train set. I've always said that. Whenever I go to any like Christmas setup where they have one of the motorized trains, I could spend hours staring at it go. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
We're about to hit some magic. All right, so the Darth Vader tree topper. We've got
so these are all mini ornaments. So these are specifically for those little tiny trees.
Yeah, I'm trying to find they are so small that it's hard to find them in the picture. These are all cute, but I do feel like this is a sign of things to come. We are about to.
I think so.
We're about to enter into where it's going to be a war. But not just yet, because here we are. More with some miniature ones. That little sushi. That I'm not even a sushi guy, but the tiny ornament sushi is
The
fucking
ornament
adorable.
sushi is so cute. I love Sweet Santa, who's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
don't look back there.
hey.
What do you think's back there?
All right, let's keep flipping. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What do I want? These are still mini, so they're a little bit cheaper. But
Are
we've
they?
got I
We
think
are
so.
still in many. Holy shit!
But
Oh,
they're like
never mind.
$20
Okay,
minis. But
okay. Nope.
we've got some Gilmore Girls
They're
stuff.
sets.
It's a Gilmore Girls
Got
set,
it.
so you get a no
Cool.
cell phone sign, a Luke's coffee sign, and a Gilmore Girls coffee cup. We've got some Pokemon characters holding ornaments. We know how much we love when Pokemon and Christmas combine.
It's oddly such a good pair.
Let's see. We got a Luna Lovegood. No, thank you. We've got a Goomba. We got Beetlejuice. I might be
really
tempted to
thought
grab a
the Luna
Beetlejuice.
Lovegood was JoJo Siwa.
With this small of a picture, it looks like it. I'm surprised.
Right?
The small Pokeballs, the different types of Pokeballs as an ornament set, pretty cool.
That is cool.
Let's
If
see. We
these
got
so
Mary.
you
How
already-
small are these minis? Are we
that's where
talking
I'm at. Like, if like you gotta understand, if if A and 5, or sorry, A and S were full size ornaments, I would have pulled the trigger on Bulbasaur at least, and a couple of those Pokeballs.
I don't know if they're.
Oh my God!
It's
is a holiday Rowlet. He's a Rowlet carrying a present. That's
Yep.
Pokemon.
Sorry. I don't know if they're minis or not, but you know what? I am gonna pull a trigger. Finally, I'm gonna
What are you
get this
doing?
$12 Beetlejuice.
Hell yeah!
I think that's cool. I want it, so that's gonna be the first thing I get. Beetlejuice.
I love it.
$12. So it leaves me.
That sledding
with-
Clark looks kind of terrifying.
I thought that it was a Planet of the Apes figure for a split second. All right, let's see.
I'm going to pull the trigger. Hold on.
Oh.
I am going to pull the trigger, especially because it's a set. I wouldn't do this if it was only by itself, unless it was a full size ornament. Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon, so I'm going to pull the trigger on that. The threesome between Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur.
I wrote Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur, and that was how much?
Those are $27.99 because it comes with all three of them.
Okay,
It's
so I'm gonna say
Bulbasaur,
just 28.
Squirtle,
I'm gonna
and
say you paid a
Yeah,
penny,
yeah.
a penny in Texas.
Yeah.
So it leaves you with 939 still to work, and
Oof,
3
I don't know if
slots
I'm gonna have a
available.
lot. I don't know if I have enough money left.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we probably should have went to 500, but whatever. All right, here we go. So now we're getting some Disney ones. These I think are full size.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the corner.
Yeah. And these are, you know what? As much as I'm a Disney guy, not a Mickey and Minnie guy. So like, these aren't as enticing to me as if they were Donald Duck.
If the magical celebration was Disney World and not Disneyland, I would have pulled the trigger on that.
That makes sense.
But I've never been to Disneyland. So.
If I had to buy one off of this page, I would probably get the Bonafide Besties.
Bonafide Besties. Yep, that's the one. I was looking at it too.
One. That's the best one. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right,
Yep.
Matt Kelly might be spending some cash. So I have one of these already, which is the
Which
Hitchhiking Ghosts.
Nice.
So they must be repressing that.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Do you have multiple in mind?
I have a lot in mind. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's only fair if we go back and forth because I have at least one that I want as well.
Okay.
So like if you get to pick one, I get to pick one.
Okay.
Just because I don't want you to go like I want the Hitchhiking Ghosts and the opera singers and the.
So I am gonna take the opera singers. I
Go
think
for it.
It's gonna be my first one for $45. Now we're really getting into the high price ones.
Okay, I'm going to take the singing busts.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yep. That's my number one. My number two would be if they had the mansion as an ornament instead of a topper.
Yeah.
But
singing busts. How much was the singing busts?
The singing busts are $45.
Okay. I think there was a few more that I wanted up in here though.
Go for it.
So let's see.
Go for it.
Man, these are all really cool.
They're so cool.
All right.
And every year I see this set, because it's all together. And like I'm always lucky enough for them to have all of them, like the whole collection. And I'm like, I can't bring myself to only buy one of them. Like, I'm very jealous you have the Hitchhiking Ghosts. I
Yeah.
would really love for someone to gift me one of these.
Well,
because
that
I
was
can't decide in person.
that was a gift to me for sure.
I would have to be like, I want all of these ornaments.
That's the thing. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't want to fill out my entire shelf with this.
Now, to be fair, how many spots do you have left? And how
I
many
know.
pages do we have left?
I know. Let me see. So we have it's 36 pages. We're on page 22.
Spoilers.
So I'm okay. I think if I'm gonna go with one more,
Okay.
and I want to stress, I would take every single one of these fucking things.
100%.
But I think
Every
the
single one.
coffin in the conservatory.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! That fucking hand coming out.
Yeah.
Like
That's the big one for me. So it's
dope.
another 45. So I'll do some quick math to see where we're both at here. So you are at $894.
Nice.
And we're tied on slots right now.
Yeah, what are we at? How many?
We both have 7 slots left.
Okay, cool.
And
I reserve the right to come back to this page.
I agree. All right, so I'm at 898. So we're basically samesies.
Yeah.
It looked like this next page might be a little bit more my speed in the Disney realm too. Yeah. Okay.
God damn it, I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I mean, I picked last, so you
did.
so you get to go first.
I know, but I would feel so awful.
Go for it. Go for it.
I
do
want
it.
I'm taking the Kermit Rainbow
That
Connection.
Kermit.
It's so fucking cute.
I might spend the $45.
I think I might as well.
That. Like, that is a really good.
That's
adornment.
adorable. That's really cute. That is really cute.
Listen, rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Right,
I really enjoy Tinkerbell in this bulb. I like the take on that.
So the other thing that I have to point out is, like, animated characters, and we were talking about this with Clark Griswold. The animated characters just translate to ornaments so really much strangely. Better. Like like human beings, it's rough.
Yeah, that face is really weird.
Yeah.
But I love the concept. I like when you take one of these characters and make it Christmassy, but more like that. Like, oh, this would be just a character on the tree in some way. Like, she would be hiding in a Christmas bulb.
Oh man, there are a lot of good ones. I'm gonna probably get at least one of these. I'm still trying to decide which one, but I just noticed that it says that this Kermit the Frog also moves and sings the song Rainbow Connection. Yeah, that is a huge win.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at, like, a Boo would be really cool. I like how he looks. Cute. I love Little Mermaid. That's probably my favorite Disney movie.
Really?
That's nice. That's my favorite Disney cartoon for sure. Yeah. But you know what? My heart has always been, I've always been a Winnie the Pooh guy, and I like this Winnie the Pooh floating on a light up. Oh. No, the one where he's on the balloon that apparently lights
love
up.
It right next to it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend the 27 on that. I'm gonna do Winnie the Pooh Up for Adventure.
Hell yeah.
Up for Adventure, and that is $27. That brings me down to you're a little less money than me, but all right, let's keep moving. But these are, I mean, they're killing it again. Oh my god!
Oh, holy shit!
I shouldn't have picked. God damn it! It's your turn again.
Oh no. Oh,
these are adorable. Look at this Precious Moments, Carl and Ellie.
Yeah.
Inspired up one.
Oh,
Wally with a Santa hat and a fucking stocking full of presents. All of the Emperor's New Groove stuff. Darkwing Duck is in here.
Yeah,
man, there's a lot of good ones here.
Up means a lot to us. I'm gonna take the Carl and Ellie.
You're gonna take that. You're gonna spend the 45 for the Carl and Ellie.
45 for the Carl and Ellie. Yeah, this fake money.
Yeah. Oh my god, everything's broken in this notepad, but that's fine. Um, Carl and oh no, and Ellie, and that one was $45. We'll figure out what your math is there. I'm gonna, I one of my all-time favorite movies is the Goofy movie, so
I
I am
figured you were
going.
going for it.
I'm going for Max's Power Line.
Hell yeah.
Um, that's perfect. That's so like my vibes
Yep.
of a gift. Like if someone got me that, I'd be fucking stoked. I'd be so happy. All right, and you have. Let me just do a very quick math.
Oh, I just noticed the little Rufus hanging onto Kim's leg there.
Oh wait, hold on. Where?
Kim Possible's bottom right leg.
Oh, he's got a little tiny Rufus.
Like
oh, that is
little tiny
adorable.
Rufus, yeah.
Do you
That's
want
cute.
anything else on this page before?
No, but I reserve the right to come back because I really do like the Kronk with the squirrel.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Now Snoopy stuff. Are you a Snoopy man?
Fucking love Snoopy, dude. Let's see.
There's a
Anything
lot
that
of good
stands
options
out.
here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we got. I'm gonna start reading these for the people who are just listening to the episode. But we
Mhm.
have a Charlie Brown wrapped up in a kite. We've got. I'm trying to see some good ones. There's a Snoopy holding a phone that it says dial the phone and listen in. So I don't know if there's a series of different audio cues that you can get through that, but that's kind of cool.
That is neat.
We've got Lucy hugging Snoopy. That's really cute. I don't. What's this one? Okay, so see Snoopy as the flying ace, and it's like an ornament that also comes
Yeah.
with the comics.
Comic strip.
Like
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, and says plays music as the comic strip unfolds. There's a lot of really cool ones here. I even
Yeah.
like this like Camp Snoopy with Snoopy and Woodstock.
The
as,
merit
like,
badge.
yeah, that's really
it's
cool.
super cute.
There's a spike. They have a spike ornament. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut character.
Yeah. Snoopy's brother Spike.
And then we have a table decoration, which is not what we're here for, but
No, but it is super fucking cute.
it is,
and that's the one thing that sticks out in my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. This is commercialism at its finest, and I am okay with it. I'm just looking at what we got here. So we've got Kool-Aid guy. We've got a blue box of Kraft mac and cheese. It is insane to me that I'm like, I might want that Kraft mac and cheese.
See, I love the Fruity Pebbles one. So.
Yeah, the Fruity Pebbles one is good. We've got Bob who sings "Oh Christmas Tree." We've got a Shrek. We've got Garfield. Bakeosaurus. All right. Bunch of we got Aang from Avatar. Some skating Elmo. There's a lot of good stuff here. I'm actually I think I'm good on this page.
Yeah,
but
I'm good.
But I'm not gonna lie, the Fruity Pebbles, the mac and cheese, and the fruit punch guy, all potential real life.
When we get to the end and realize we've been saving like 5 spots,
yeah,
we'll come back. I do love the Play-Doh magical mixer. That's cute.
That's really cute. I like the the corn popper kids toy down there.
Festive Furby is fun.
Oh, look at that Festive Furby. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a Twister themed My Little Pony ornament, but this is like a lot of Barbie and kids stuff.
Yeah.
So let's move.
This is the manly ornaments.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So what the hell is this? What's her face? Oh, from Stranger Things. Okay, so we've got a really gnarly Gollum.
I have my
Gandalf the Grey.
I do want something off of this thing.
Okay, what do you want?
I want Gandalf the Grey.
You want the Gandalf the Grey?
Yeah, Gandalf the Grey is way cooler than Gandalf the White. Gandalf the Grey was like such an old man stoner.
It says here that it plays dialogue from the actual movie.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the "You Shall Not Pass" because that's the that's the stance that he's in.
You don't know everything.
I'm saying.
I'm also gonna go for one. I'm gonna grab a Slimer.
Yeah, that's a cute little Slimer.
I love Slimer.
Hell yeah.
I always have, and I always will. And he's like, what, $20? Like, that's one that I might actually genuinely buy out in the wild anyway.
As a kid, I really anticipated Slimer being a bigger part of those movies than he was.
Oh yeah, no. So I want to give a quick spoiler alert to the people listening.
Yeah.
When we were trying to figure out how to get the images on the screen so we could look at this together, and this was one of the only pages that was loading to me in a small thumbnail, and I legitimately thought it was Slimer and Rick Moranis' character.
Dude, I would have bought the Rick Moranis Christmas ornament. That's what I want. I want a Rick Moranis tree.
Hallmark, if you're listening, make it so. All right,
let's just him and like Little Giants.
Yeah, just the whole set. The Rick Moranis set. Oh, okay. There's some cool ones here. We're into the horror stuff.
Yeah.
So we got
how many spots do I have left? How many spots do you have left? What are spot checks?
So I got 4 spots left. You also have 4 spots left.
Sweet.
I think that we're gonna go buck wild on this. I have an unreasonable amount of Scooby-Doo ornaments that were just handed down to me, and I love Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
But we've got 2 Scooby-Doo ones here. It's a Funko Pop Scooby riding in a mystery machine, and we've got Scooby just all excited with a tree and a stocking. I'm going to read through a few of these because these are all pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We've got Dwight Stapler stuck in a Jell-O mold from The Office. That one plays dialogue from the show. We've got Bugs Bunny inside. Got Bugs Bunny inside of the Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. Logo. That seems pretty cool. Got a Tom and Jerry with Tom holding a sandwich that has Jerry inside of it. A 50 years of SNL one that plays memorable moments from the show. That's kind of cool. We've got a Funko Pop Reagan from The Exorcist, and if you pull the string, the head spins.
That's kind of rad. Like I know that like everybody wants to hate on Funko Pop, but that is kind of fucking sick.
We got a Chucky friend till the end. We've got Thing from the Addams Family, which plays the main theme.
Yeah.
We've got Clever Girl. It's a Jurassic Park Velociraptor in a leaping stance. We got Rodan. We've got a Here Lies Beetlejuice tombstone and sign that lights up. Yeah. We've got a Help Shark Jaws sign. We have a Shark Week one that's a giant shark with the Shark Week logo in its mouth, and we've got the Indiana Jones movie poster. There's a lot of options here, Dylan.
There's a lot of options here. I feel like the Indiana Jones one looks really cheap.
Yeah, it does. And it's the most expensive of the 3 on that page, which is crazy to me.
Like there's very much a chance that poster is just a sticker stuck on an ornament. Yeah, I'm very much judging that one. Do you have one that you're like,
I'm looking at one for sure, and then 2 that are like maybes.
Okay. I would prefer I understand like the SNL 51 super cool. I would have loved an ornament like that was specific to the SNL Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can see cowbell on there. I can see. I think it's just the generic 50 years of great moments. And I need to know like how many memorable moments from the show is it? Is it just going to rotate between 2 audio clips over and over again?
It just screams more cowbell. Like, every single time.
But if it's like a deep, like if it's got like, let's say that has like 20 different clips in it, I think tempted.
You're shooting for the moon.
I know.
You are shooting for the moon, my friend. I think you'll be lucky if it has 5.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm trying to think who went last.
I went last, I think.
Okay. No, you went Gandalf the Grey, and then I went Slimer. So you are first to pick here.
I am first. I think I'm gonna take that Thing.
Okay.
The Addams Family, the Thing.
I mean, you were in the Addams Family.
Yeah, and I just like to. I do like to add stuff to my tree that does actually like mean something as well. I love don't get me wrong, The Exorcist rules, and the fact that head spin would rule. And I'll be very jealous if you grab it. But like the first thing that sticks out to me is the Addams Family thing. So
See, I'm gonna keep going with the Beetle. I'm almost bummed that I got that Beetlejuice mini, but now he has a little
As
place
soon
to
as I
hang out
saw
at.
that, I was thinking the same thing because I'm like, I guarantee he didn't think there was going to be any other Beetlejuice
I
related
was like,
item.
oh, at least there's finally a Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna buy the Here Lies Beetlejuice, which is, I mean, I love Beetlejuice is very important to me. Are there
yeah.
any other ones that you're aiming for
I'm
here?
gonna I'm gonna reserve because I know we still got some things coming up.
Okay. I'm going to trust your judgment and also reserve.
Okay.
I think we can just ignore the amount of money because
Yeah, we're just picking slots here,
yeah,
and then
because
we can look at the list and compare lists. Like, we're
yeah, I was
good.
like looking at. I'm like, we are not going to break $1,000 because
No.
we're not buying $200 tree toppers. But I
Yeah.
do want to give one quick shout out because I didn't see this immediately. Is that this Help Shark Jaws one? Um, is like old school videos where you can when you bend it, it will be the graffitied version
Oh,
of the
that's
billboard.
freaking
I'm
cool.
like, that's really, really cool. All right. So here we are. We got a Friends sweater that lights up. It plays Jingle Bells. We got the Golden Girls one. The fact that that doesn't play Thank You for Being a Friend, huge, huge
Yeah.
mark.
Hey man, they've got one for you. The 2014 Ram 3500 from
Of course.
Yellowstone. That's
Yeah,
your
of
favorite
course.
show,
The
right?
Yellowstone car. We've got, of course, there's going to be a
Dude,
lot of
hold
Wizard of
on.
Oz stuff.
How? Wait a minute. Like,
That's the most famous thing from that show,
it's just
obviously.
it's just so is this an advertisement for Ram or Yellowstone? They're like, fuck it, both.
I don't know.
Here we
There's
go.
also just Lacey Chabert. Like, not tied
That's
to
also
any
true.
Not tied to any character. She's up there with Alexis Rose and Cher from Clueless. It's just Lacey Chabert by herself.
I
Um,
wish they would sell Hot Frosty.
yeah,
I'd buy Hot Frosty.
we can all dream. Look, I'm not lying though. The Stars Hollow gazebo that plays Where You Lead,
Oh
like
yeah, it's fucking
that's
rad.
that's kind of cool. Of course, there's a ton of Wizard of Oz stuff. There's the
Yeah.
I'm Melting Witch, which I think actually does melt when you press the button.
Yeah, it looks like
Uh,
it like goes into that stand a little bit. That's
yeah,
rad.
we
That's
got the
cool.
Tin Man, we got some ruby slippers, and we've got from the new movie Wicked, we've got the Popular statue that plays the song Popular when you press the button.
It plays any other song.
Yeah, it plays Defying Gravity weirdly. Uh you know what? I'm going for the Stars Hollow one.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Stars Hollow gazebo. Is there anything you want from here?
No, I'm good. I'm all set here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop writing down the prices because it doesn't matter. All
Doesn't
right,
matter.
we got 6 more pages.
I mean,
Okay,
it
Star
matters to the
Wars.
point where nobody is like, we are not buying these ornaments for real.
No, no.
That's a lot of money still.
So
Less
this
than
is
1,000, but very large amount of money.
this is the sci-fi page. So we've got a
Yeah.
Rick and Morty Christmas ship. We've got the T-1000. We've got some stuff from Dune and Battlestar Galactica. We got a Beware the Borg table decoration, which is crazy. And then we've got
That's
just
so
random.
rad.
It is. We've got a lot of Star Trek from all the different shows: Picard, Next Gen, Lower Decks. They're all kind of represented in here. Anything that you're gonna spend some bills on?
If the simulator arcade game was the Star Wars arcade game from back in the day that was like the sit down, I would be into that, but I'm pretty sure this is something. Okay, so this was a game. Yeah, no, I just never touched this. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing is the Rick and Morty with little Christmas hats inside their ship, like because they have the little Christmas hats on. But 2025 Dylan is not buying a Rick and Morty ornament.
That's fair. All right. So next page. Now we're in Star
Let's
Wars.
fucking go.
Oh man. Okay. I see one where I see 2 where I would spend some cash. So we've got a ton of Star Wars ones here.
Whose pick is it? It's my pick.
It's your pick, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know which one I want. I mean, I want 2 of them.
So
But
there's
they might be the 2 you want.
they could be. Actually,
Sure.
man, there's like 3 or 4 that I could
So
want.
many.
There's okay, so let me shout out some of the ones I think are really, really cool.
Yeah.
To give you a rough idea. You still get to pick first no matter what.
Yeah.
Melt it Darth Vader mask. amazing.
Yes, that is rad. It's not the one I was looking at. Out of the two that I want, that was not one of the two.
Okay,
Though
so
it is rad.
that one I think is really cool. The one where it's Luke Skywalker hanging upside down inside the fucking what's its face, the
Yeah.
giant bear creature from the beginning
Yeah.
of New Hope, also really cool. The vintage Luke Skywalker action figure box, like that one,
That's so fucking
that
cool.
one's so cool. I love an IG anything, so the IG-12 carrying Grogu, kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the star of this is the Let the Wookiee
Yep.
Win, like
Yep.
$80 guy. Like that
Yep.
thing is amazing.
Yep. I'm
I'm
gonna get
assuming
that
that
one.
I was gonna say I'm assuming that one's yours.
I'm getting the let the Wookiee win, and then whatever you pick will determine if I put another one on here or not.
I really like the melted mask. I'm gonna go for the
Sweet.
melted mask.
Cool. My second pick is the vintage figure ornament. I love those vintage figures. Even like they did the newer set last year, and I just love picking them up. They're not like super expensive. The Black Series is really cool too. I like Star Wars figures. I like them in
Yeah.
the box. I like them out of the box.
All
They're
right.
just
Well,
fucking fun. I got a bunch hanging up in my classroom. I got a bunch just stacked in the back room here. Physical stuff, man.
yeah.
Like you try to get rid of it and you just end up collecting another fucking thing.
All right. Well, each of us has one slot left.
Oh jeez.
And there's
How many pages do we have
there
left?
are 3 or 4 pages left to go.
Woo!
All right, so we're in the Harry Potter thing. I think both of us have agreed we're not going to be buying any Harry Potter stuff.
Nope, I'm okay. The tree's really fucking cool.
The trees. So, and look,
That's the
just,
thing.
Listen, there's my personal desire to not spend money on Harry Potter stuff,
Yep.
but we will give some shout outs. There's a tree topper that is the
Yeah.
flying car stuck in the Whomping Willow. We've got a couple other like there's all of the OG book covers as ornaments. Those are really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, there's some like cool looking stuff, but I
Man,
don't need this. I don't need to spend money on any more
This
Harry
fucking
Potter
sucks.
stuff.
Yeah, go to the next page.
So now we're in the Marvel page. Trying
Cool.
to. Ooh, there's one that jumped out at me, but we'll keep looking. It's actually just a general comics one, but we've got like Wolverine pop vinyl standing on top of a Sentinels pop vinyl. And the Sentinel's eyes light up with that one. Spider-Man delivering a package, really, really cool. Spider-Man dangling downward, waving with a Santa hat, really like that one. Gives motion activation warnings not to peek. I love that. I'm loving this Fantastic Four one that looks like it's bouncing out of the comic book page.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. We've got an old school Batman TV series Joker and Batman from the 60s TV series holding a bat shield. There's some really cool stuff here. Are you gonna spend your last one on this?
There's one I really like, but I don't want to reveal it unless I buy it. So I would like to come back to this page if we can. Is there something that you're gonna let's reserve our last pick.
Okay.
And look at the rest, if that's okay.
Let me look at these last 2 pages, but I do think I have my 10th one unless something really wows me.
God
okay.
Fucking damn it.
Yeah, okay. So what did you want? What did you want from the other page?
Oh God.
Because you're definitely not going to choose those over any of these.
The thing I liked from the other page was honestly Groot and Cosmo playing fetch.
That is really cute. All right, let's talk about what's on the video games. Like you said, is the big deal for a lot of people. Even my friend Brian Clore was saying, I want to know what nostalgic video game system they put out this year. It looks like it's the Xbox 360. It comes with a little controller.
How old does that make?
I know. You can also get a Halo 3 recreation of the video game box. There's some Minecraft stuff in here from the movie as well. There's some Sonic the Hedgehog. There's some Animal Crossing. The decayed Master Sword from Zelda looks fucking awesome. There's some Mario. Oh, there's a Princess Peach Mario Kart, and the wheels actually turn. And then I do see a lot of Pokemon. Which do you want that singing Jigglypuff?
No, it was God damn it.
We can go to the last page. We can just see what's
go
on
to
the last page.
Go last
All right, last page is some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Ooh, okay. I did make a final
God
change.
damn it!
So
So rad.
yeah, there's
Also
some cool
cool.
shit. All right, so
Look at the
so
goofy ghost in the bottom right hand corner.
I know. Listen, all right, so let's go back. So you
Is
see
there
what's
any
on the last
more?
page. That was the last
That was the
page.
last page? Okay.
So you can make your purchase, your final purchase.
Oh fuck. Is it no, it's your turn. Because
No,
my
my
last
my my turn's on the last page.
oh, is
So
it?
I'm saying I think you want something from this page over that last page.
Oh. Mm. Go to the last page.
Oh, you're you're
Go to the
you're
last
not getting
page.
any video game stuff.
Yes, I am. I want the Halloween Pikachu.
Oh, that is cute. Okay, so on this last page, we have a Halloween Pikachu, which Dylan has.
Oh, are you getting that headless horseman?
Of course, I'm getting that
Hell
headless
yeah!
horseman.
sorry to spoil it for you, but that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, they have a headless horseman that is another one where I'm like, oh, that's definitely being purchased for real to go on my
Yeah,
tree. Even listen, you and I have talked about this before. I've talked about this with a ton of people actually.
yeah,
That like Nightmare Before Christmas has kind of fallen into this like thing that people just buy me because they're
yeah.
like, Matt
Same.
must like this. I will say, you get me the citizens of Halloween Town
Yeah,
or the Jack Skeleton coming out of the
out
like
of the
out of the
fountain.
water.
That's
Those are
so cool.
fucking cool looking. Like
Yeah.
those I'm on board for. But Dylan, the other one I kind of want is that Charlie Brown ghost mini
Oh
at the top
yeah.
holding the rock.
Yep.
That's
With the
awesome.
many holes.
Yeah, those
These are. I will say that as much as I can't buy every Hallmark ornament I see, they do
these are
good work.
tempting. They do really good
These do
work.
a lot of good work. I love the bottom right hand corner. Um, just the off the wall stuff. Like I love that little goofy ghost. The little happy Halloween. That's the tiny devil inside the jack o' lantern. Super fun. The
It's
gnomes that are in the bottom right hand corner. Oh,
It's
that's
all
so
really
cool.
dope. All right, so real quick, running down what each one of us walked off with.
Yeah.
Dylan, you got the Jovi elf ornament, the
Okay.
Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur set, the singing busts from the Haunted Mansion,
Okay.
the Kermit the Frog Rainbow Connection ornament,
Okay.
the Precious Moments Carl and Ellie,
I'm happy with it.
Gandalf the Grey, Thing from the Addams Family, the Let the Wookiee Win Star Wars
Hell yeah.
one, the vintage Luke Skywalker action figure
Hell yeah.
box, and Halloween Pikachu.
Okay. If I were to go back, knowing what I know now, I would have probably skipped out on Jovi and got the Legend of Zelda Decade Sword.
Yeah, that Decade Sword was fucking
That
awesome.
Decade Sword. That might be what I go out and buy for real.
Yeah. Mayan, I got a mini Beetlejuice, which I regret. The opera singers from the Haunted Mansion, the coffin in the conservatory from the Haunted Mansion,
So rad.
Winnie the Pooh on a balloon being piloted by Piglet. I probably could have lived without that. Max's power line, Slimer, the Here Lies Beetlejuice tombstone, the Stars Hollow gazebo that plays Where You Lead, I Will Follow, the melted Darth Vader mask, and the Headless Horseman. Real talk, a few of these I would give up to get even more Haunted Mansion ones. The
Yep.
Haunted Mansion ones are
Yep.
so fucking good. But otherwise, I am happy with this. I'm excited. Like, I may have to show these to Barb and be like, we need to put a slight fund to the side to start
What if
saving
we
for
did?
Hallmark.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
if we did a kind of follow up from last year? We get together and we go to a Hallmark store.
Yeah.
And
I'm for it.
we can buy a couple ornaments. Like we'll set a budget for ourselves. We'll be
I
like,
love
hey.
it. I love it.
And I think that'll go a lot better than the
Spirit Halloween.
the
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween
That was
store.
a bit of a mess, but that's fine. It was an overpriced mess too.
It
Which
was a
was
very
less fun.
overpriced mess. This is an overpriced good products. At
But
least
and
it seems.
but also, like, again, I still think that some of these are reasonably priced as long as you're
I
not
do.
going for like the crazy, like,
Yes.
obviously when you're going for the tree toppers and stuff, but all of these in general were in the $20 to $40 range. And I
Not
feel
bad.
like even $40 for like a cool ornament that like lights up and does a bunch of shit, like,
Yeah.
sure. Dylan, this made me I think we've said it before. This is the year that I've been feeling the most early holly jolly vibes, and
Yeah.
this did nothing
This
to quell
helped.
that. Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, look at this. Like, look at the time we've been sitting here chatting about this. We I did
This
not
is one of our
anticipate
longest
this.
episodes.
I
This is
did not anticipate, at least in recent
oh yeah,
memory,
oh
honestly.
yeah.
Off season, our episodes closer to the season are a little bit longer, but off season, we kind of we're
Last
kind of out of it. But
last
yeah,
week's
dude,
Schitt's Creek episode is
this is
under 20 minutes. Like
this
this is
is
insane.
this is insane. But I think it's a good one. I
Yeah,
think if you are listening to the audio version, highly recommend checking out the video
yeah.
version.
Go find the video. Look at
So
this
you can
stuff
see what
with
we're
us.
talking about. It's so much fun. I am so excited for this year, this Christmas season that's coming up in a very long time. Um
It's
however, I'm
closer
for it.
every day.
Closer every single day. So some of these are going to be revealed in July, I guess, like the
I
actual
think this
ones,
is like,
or
hey, here's the pictures of it, but like in July they'll be available in the Hallmark stores for early
maybe.
purchasing, maybe something like
Okay.
that. Because
We
July
maybe we
makes
could
sense
do
for
like a maybe we can do like a July thing.
yeah,
I know
Christmas
you've
in
got
July. Go check
yeah,
out the
exactly.
Hallmark.
Hell yeah.
I'm for it. All right, well, we'll
Hell
be
yeah.
back next week with even more Christmas 365 fun. Merry Christmas, Dylan.
Merry Christmas, Matt.